In front of me, just below the screen, I have 17 samples laid out, and I'm going to blindly grab one. I don't know what I'm grabbing, but I got one. And it is Hart Brothers Islay single malt peated 50%, non-chill filtered, non-colored, undisclosed, but sure tastes like Caol Ila, he says. And that was Tim, Donner Pass Whiskey samples that he sent, and I did live. I unboxed the samples live. It's this way. Yeah. Well, that looks better. Maybe I should just snip that off. I don't know. I'll leave it for now. Well, here we go. Hart Brothers Islay single malt peated 50% ABV. What a way to start the night. Well, here goes. A 2-ounce sample. And of course I had no idea what I was grabbing, so it's random. Maybe I should get me some. I've got some oat cakes. I'm going to need those maybe for the second one, especially if it happens to be a light Highland or Speyside or a Lowland matured in ex-bourbon barrels. Yeah. Okay. 50% ABV. That's a nice drinking strength. Maybe a little much for the first whiskey of the night. The first thing I often get with peated single malts from Islay is citrus. A little bit of lemon, a little bit of lime. Yep. Now it's starting to get a hint of creosote. Just a hint. This one might have to sit open for a while to open up. Question is, did Tim pour this from a full bottle or one that had been opened for several months? I'm guessing the bottle was close to full. Yep. A little bit of lemon, a little bit of lime. I would say it's the gentler side of peated Islay single malt. Let's check and see what kind of viscosity we have here. Oh, tiny little droplets and trails of them. They're so small you almost don't even see them. But I see them with the light here. It's probably ex-bourbon barrel matured, being really light in color. It's definitely not an Ardbeg or a Laphroaig. Ardbeg and Laphroaig would have much more on the nose. Now, is it age-stated? No. No, and it's from Hart Brothers. Hart Brothers don't usually bottle things that are very old. They usually bottle younger whiskeys, of the ones that I've seen. I've had a few bottles from Hart Brothers, and I've had a few samples from Tim of Hart Brothers. What did this bottle used to contain? Caol Ila Rum Cask, Solist Edition, number 1, Prestige Wine and Spirit, 56.3%. Yeah, I wasn't that keen on it, even though it did improve a lot. That's long gone. Most bottles are long gone over here. Most of the tubes and boxes and containers on the wall, the contents of which are long gone. That's 10 years that wall's been in production. I started it before I moved in here, about a year before I moved in here, and I've been here almost 9 years. Yeah. Not getting anything more on the nose than I got before. Hint of creosote, hint of lime, and hint of lemon. What does it give me on the palate? Okay. More lemon, more lime, some peat smoke. Peat smoke, coffee, but not necessarily espresso, just coffee. Try that again. Coffee. Barn board. Lemon and lime on the sides. Coffee again. Try once more. Good sample, Tim. Good sample. Yeah, it coats all over. There's quite a bit of oak or barn board. There's some coffee bordering on chocolate. And the lemon and lime is not as strong as it was before. It is fading, giving towards coffee and chocolate. But yeah, it doesn't have the brininess of a Laphroaig. It has the warmth, but not the intensity of an Ardbeg. It's definitely not Bowmore. It doesn't resemble any Kilchomans that I know. A Bunnahabhain Moynia? Don't know. Usually the Moynia Bunnahabhains have more grunt. Lagavulin, I don't think so. Yeah, you know, it's probably, as Tim has said on the label, sure tastes like Caol Ila. It does. And it's pretty safe to say ex-bourbon barrel, and pretty safe to say quite young. Oh, don't you hate car alarms? I got my door open because it got hot in here. So let some cool air in the evening. And some joker has to have a car alarm out there. It's not me. My car doesn't have an alarm. Nobody would want to steal my car anyway. Nobody would dream of stealing my car. Nobody would even break the window and take stuff that's from inside because they'll take pity on the poor sap who has a car like mine. And let him keep whatever little he's got in there. Yeah, you know, this is a pleasant little dram. Too bad I don't have a whole bottle, and it's too bad that independent bottles are relatively hard to come by around here, unless they're the high-end stuff and they cost a lot. Yeah, I may have mentioned that times have been a little tough for me lately, so these samples are to be cherished, because they are samples that I can't even get here, and if I could get them, I couldn't afford them, because, like I said, times have become tough right now. That's all right. I'll buy cheaper stuff. If I can find stuff that I haven't had before, I'll buy it. Cheap stuff, that is. So if on my regular scheduled channel you see cheap stuff for the next little while, it's because my business has gone down, and I had to dip into my retirement fund in order to pay some bills this month. Anyway, we'll stop crying about my financial worries. Right now I'm going to have some more samples. Slanchava.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.